This week on eNEWS, we're looking at the arts scene in Southern Alberta. We'll hear songs written and performed by local talent and go behind the scenes to see how they feel about making their music.
Welcome to eNEWS. I'm Lakota Thunder Chief.
And I'm Janine Daraca. Here's today's top stories. A theater group in Lethbridge has a full schedule as they tour of seniors' homes this year. As to why they are so popular, Brett Brown has the answer.
The Coulee Players are a comedic theater group who perform across southern Alberta. Their goal is to brighten the day of those who come to watch them. Coulee Players founder Carl Sigurdsson says they are gaining a lot of traction with local audiences.
Well, when I retired from Calgary, we came up to Lethbridge and I was looking to get into acting because I've been in acting in Calgary for over 40 years. And I guess nobody needed me up here at that time, so I thought, well, maybe I can start my own group and we can go to senior centers. I got a couple of people that were interested and it just kind of grew from there. And now we're booked straight through till the end of June and we do a show every second Friday.
And tell me a little bit about the format and how you do things.
Well, we either write our own scripts or we adapt scripts to suit. And usually we'll do, depending on the length, but normally we'll do between 8 and 10 skits in an hour. Sigurdsson says the future of the group may lie in its roots. He says his numbers have increased to a point where they soon may be able to divide and conquer, taking elderly homes by comedic storm. He says it's also important to stay grounded with some of their more pressing topics. We may think about splitting off, so we may have two groups on the go. One to do more of elder abuse, and that really is where we started, was with elder abuse. And then from there it went into, it progressed into comedy. And now I'm thinking perhaps if we get enough of members, maybe we can split into two and we can go back to doing elder abuse.
Just tell me a bit about your audiences and what they get out of the performances that you do, because you're obviously in high demand, right?
Oh yeah, well hopefully they get a lot of laughs out of it. And of course, if we get the feedback of laughs, obviously we do much better. We give more of ourselves, you know, and they seem to really enjoy it. I mean, we're always asked back, so.
The Coulee Players spend about 10 months every year visiting seniors' homes and independent living facilities. For eNEWS, I'm Brett Brown.
The Coulee Players will remain on the road until June when they plan on taking a break for the summer.
An up-and-coming local musician wrote a song about reminiscing important people in her life. This is If It Weren't For You by Chrissy Node.
Nobody said that life was gonna be easy. I'm just glad to have you by my side. As seasons change and life fades away, the only constant that remains is you. Glad to say you're my anchor, you steady my soul. In all my weakness you make me whole. I can't imagine where I'd be if it weren't for you. In this life I'm grateful for you. Through the highs and lows you see me through. Can't imagine what life would be. What would I do if it weren't for you? Because of you, I finally found my purpose. once was lost has finally been found. I feel like I was drifting through life uncertain until you found me. Now my feet are firmly planted on the ground. I'm glad to say you're my anchor, you steady my soul. In all my weakness you make me whole. I can't imagine where I'd be if it weren't for you. In this life I'm grateful for you. Through the highs and lows you see me through. I can't imagine what life would be. What would I do if it weren't for you? If it weren't for you. In this life I'm grateful for you. Through the highs and lows you see me through. I can't imagine what life would be. In a way you kind of saved me, and for that I've got to say thank you. What would I do if it weren't for you? If it weren't for you.
If It Weren't For You will be available on all streaming platforms on November 17th.
A seasoned bass player who brought his family to perform music with him, Sarah Finanga has the story.
An extraordinary bass artist lays a foundation to the music that moves your soul. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to the heart of the band, a master of rhythm and melody.
As we dive into the soulful melodies and electrifying grooves of this performance, prepare to be mesmerized by the unparalleled talent and stage presence of our bass artist. Today, I invited Doug Freeman, the bass player from the well-known band Sweet 33.
My name is Doug Freeman, and I am the bass player for our band Sweet 33, which consists of myself, my wife playing keyboard, my brother-in-law guitar, and my sister-in-law playing guitar also. So it's a family band, that's for sure.
In a curious tone, I inquired what drew Doug into the bass guitar. What made him like it in the first place?
Honestly, at first I was not musically inclined, and in grade 8, I was into gymnastics and especially the rings, and during a lunch, a guitar player friend of mine was up with his band, and everyone was up at the stage listening to him.
Yeah.
And I was out on the rings, and I said, you know what? I think I'm going to play music instead. So I just dropped it, and I picked up the drums, and then the bass after that, and I just stuck with it.
As the conversation flowed, it became evident that Sweet 33's success was deeply rooted in the passion and dedication of its members, with Doug's bass playing as an essential role in the band's unique sound. I asked Doug of a performance that stood out and he could never forget.
We were playing once in a casino, and my wife plays keyboards, and she's right in front of me, and she couldn't really see me. And the battery on my bass died, and she was wondering why people were kind of leaving the dance floor because I was switching a battery. And then once I started playing again, people started to come back, and she was really trying to play harder on her keyboards. And
She was like, am I not doing my job good enough?
yeah, exactly. And then she realized, oh, the bass is really important.
Yeah,
So,
true. Thank you so much for your time today, and
you're
that's
welcome.
all we have, guys. I'm Sarah Finanga, and my guest was Doug. And See you on stage soon because I'm your upcoming bass artist.
Absolutely. Cheers.
There you have it, folks, an incredible insight into the world of our bass artist. One lesson we should all take from this: every good thing takes time, so start acting now.
For eNEWS, I'm Sarah Finanga.
Log on to sweet33.ca for Sweet 33 gig schedules. Coming up, we'll hear a new song for Maddie Bishop. And Wild Bill talks about why he loves performing in Alberta.
The Tabor Legion would like to invite all members of the community to come out to their Friday night 50-50 meat draw, where all the proceeds go to the Tabor Legion. The Tabor Legion relies on the support of the community to stay running. Volunteering your time can help make a difference, so if you're looking for a fun-filled way to spend your Friday nights, head on down to the Tabor Legion. For more information, please call 403-223-3822.
Streets Alive mission changes lives. Will you step up and make a difference? Helping the people in need is what defines us. We see the value in every life we touch. Join us in shaping a brighter future for our community. With your contribution, you are investing in a brighter and more resilient future. So, be the person who makes a difference. Donate today, because together, we're building hope, one life at a time.
Our vision strengthens and sustains a healthy, vibrant community through support and advancement of volunteer excellence. Volunteer Lethbridge built a stronger community by connecting individuals who can make a difference.
So Volunteer Lethbridge celebrates the power of what we can achieve when we all work together.
We build connections and empower individuals and organizations to enhance volunteerism and grow volunteer capacity.
Volunteer today.
Finding employment can be challenging, but Fifth on Fifth Youth Services can help. If you or someone you know has a self-identified disability or barrier to employment, Fifth on Fifth Youth Services Reach Up program can help you brush up on your skills, overcome barriers, and connect with employers to find a great job. To find out if you qualify, contact Fifth on Fifth Youth Services at 403-329-3555.
They say it takes a community to raise a child. That's what Big Brothers Big Sisters does here in Lethbridge. The organization works to support children by pairing them up with mentors to help make a positive change in their lives. These mentors are role models to teach and guide the children as they grow up. Big Brothers Big Sisters can always use more mentors to be there for the children. Visit bebig.ca or call 403-328-9355 to see how you can make a difference.
Welcome to eNEWS. One of Southern Alberta's most loved performers, Wild Bill, has taken his new song to a more personal level. Here's Zach Robinson with the story.
Janine, when lifelong performer and Tabor legend Wild Bill was asked by his wife to write a song for her, he wrote this infectious melody. Here is Love is Like a Cancer.
Love is like a cancer, it grows and grows and grows. Seeps in through my heart, babe, and dribbles out my nose. Love is a disease, baby, like a new kind of BD. You make me feel like I've got muscular dystrophy. You infect me, make me weak. You give me strep throat, I can't speak. You make me moan like my toenails ingrown. I can't move, 'cause I got athlete's feet. I went to the doctor to see what was wrong with me. Said I can't find anything justify my fee. Well, he gave me pills and needles, Lord. Tucked me in my bed, stuck a flat stick down my throat. This is what he said. She infects you, makes you weak. She gives you strep throat, you can't speak. She makes you moan like your toenails ingrown. You can't move 'cause you got athlete's feet. She makes me moan like my toenails ingrown. I can't move 'cause I got athlete's feet.
Alberta's landscapes and communities serves as inspiration for Wild Bill, who reflects on his colorful past. I had a chance to sit down with him and talk about his career.
Sweet Alberta music fills my ears.
Sweet Alberta music fills the air as one Lethbridge artist speaks about his experiences being a musician. Wild Bill Lawson, who was born and raised in the Windy City, grew up surrounded by music, a passion that was passed down to him by his father.
It was always around. My dad was a musician, and my uncles were musicians. They were in bands and had an album out, and we were all just always playing, and there was always parties and jam sessions, and so there was always music around, and of different kinds, and I just always loved it. And the thought of, just being able to perform it, and it was always exciting to me.
Throughout Wild Bill's past, he has dipped his toes into many flavors of music, from rock and blues bands to country and folk music and even theater. Wild Bill says growing up in Alberta has greatly influenced his music.
Just being here with the people of Alberta, I've always enjoyed them. It's always been my home. It's a nice big wide open sky, and you can go to a wheat field and sit in the middle of a wheat field and play guitar.
The message Wild Bill hopes people take away from his music is one about love and enjoying life.
Well, I hope at the end of it, it would be enjoy life as much as you can. You don't really know what's happening. Nobody really does. Even if they say they do, they don't. And so no one's any better than you. Have as much fun as you possibly can, and tell the people that you love them, because you never know what's going to happen around the corner. And you never know how you're going to influence somebody just by a simple, kind word during the day. It might be nothing to you, but it could end up being something super to somebody else.
Wild Bill says through music he has created fantastic memories that he can look back on fondly, understanding not everyone can live the same experiences he has.
Sweet Alberta music fills the air.
Zach Robinson, eNEWS. Wild Bill continues to perform live and online, showcasing his talents for the local community. Back to you.
That's a good story, Zach. Thank you.
Didsbury, Alberta artist Maddie Bishop is trying to make her way into the music world with her new song, Jane.
Jane, oh Jane, how could words on a page take me so far away? How could light of day take me back again? Oh Jane, with the first letter I feel a soft wind. I feel better when I'm back in your England, standing in the moor, hair in my face, soft rain falling at a slow pace. Oh Jane, faceless woman running out towards him. A little girl yearning for so much more. A little girl pining for those days of yore. I may not have that English perfection. By you, I was properly humbled. I came to you without a doubt of my reception. Jane, oh sweet dear Jane. Oh Jane, I feel it, I'm taken back home again. Oh Jane, I need it, how have you become my closest friend? Jane, oh Jane, you promised me a gentleman. Oh Jane, you have made me prejudiced, for I have expected a different affection that this world has not yet perfected. Oh Jane, you are cruel, I'm taken far away to a better place. Oh Jane, I'm such a fool for thinking that love will be exactly like it is in your pages. Jane, oh Jane, I feel it, I'm taken back home again. Oh Jane, I need it, how have you become my closest friend? Jane, oh Jane.
Maddie continues to write her own songs and perform in her small town. Find her song Jane on Apple Music and Spotify. Coming up, we'll hear from Riley McLeod with Try, and see how one Lethbridge College student is sharing his artwork with the world.
The Tabor Legion would like to invite all members of the community to come out to their Friday night 50-50 meat draw, where all the proceeds go to the Tabor Legion. The Tabor Legion relies on the support of the community to stay running. Volunteering your time can help make a difference, so if you're looking for a fun-filled way to spend your Friday nights, head on down to the Tabor Legion. For more information, please call 403-223-3822.
Streets Alive mission changes lives. Will you step up and make a difference? Helping the people in need is what defines us. We see the value in every life we touch. Join us in shaping a brighter future for our community. With your contribution, you are investing in a brighter and more resilient future. So, be the person who makes a difference. Donate today, because together, we're building hope, one life at a time.
Our vision strengthens and sustains a healthy, vibrant community through support and advancement of volunteer excellence. Volunteer Lethbridge built a stronger community by connecting individuals who can make a difference.
So Volunteer Lethbridge celebrates the power of what we can achieve when we all work together.
We build connections and empower individuals and organizations to enhance volunteerism and grow volunteer capacity. Volunteer today!
Finding employment can be challenging, but 5th on 5th Youth Services can help. If you or someone you know has a self-identified disability or barrier to employment, 5th on 5th Youth Services Reach Up program can help you brush up on your skills, overcome barriers, and connect with employers to find a great job. To find out if you qualify, contact 5th on 5th Youth Services at 403-329-3555.
They say it takes a community to raise a child. That's what Big Brothers Big Sisters does here in Lethbridge. The organization works to support children by pairing them up with mentors to help make a positive change in their lives. These mentors are role models to teach and guide the children as they grow up. Big brothers, big sisters can always use more mentors to be there for the children. Visit bebig.ca or call 403-328-9355 to see how you can make a difference.
Welcome back to eNEWS. Today, we meet an artist named Juan David Tobias who possesses the remarkable ability to transform images into a dynamic animations. Tuzun Liadi has the story.
This animation is created by David Juan Tobias. We're going to dive into the world of animation on Let's Talk. Juan David Tobias' journey into the world of animation began in El Salvador. He started his artistic endeavors at a young age, but didn't fully immerse himself in art and design at the beginning. Kindly tell us, what's your background like as an artist? What inspired you to be an animator?
I started getting interested in animation and art from a really young age, but I actually started working on art and design when I was 18, 19 years old, when I was choosing my major to go to university back in my country.
Nice. What inspires you to be an artist?
To start in animation, my dad inspired me. We were looking for careers, programs, or anything that I was going to do after high school. He saw the program of animation back in my country. He said the classes that they were offering sounded that I would ace them, that I would just fit right in, and they were made for me.
Juan's art style is diverse. He often begins his creations on paper, sketching ideas in his notebook. When he finds something worth exploring, he transfers it to Illustrator for drawing and After Effects for animation. Describe your art style, the medium that you pass in your animation.
For my animations and general craft, I start in paper, in my sketchbook. I do a lot of scribbles, and when I find something interesting, funny, or something that it's worth working on, I use Illustrator to vectorize it. And if I'm gonna do an animation, I work on After Effects. My main style is flat art, flat illustration, cartoony style. And last year I started working to improve myself as an artist, so I've been working a little bit in realism.
As for the advice to the budding animators, Juan emphasizes that artistic growth is a continuous process. The initial work may not meet the personal standards, but with persistence and dedication, skills will naturally evolve and improve over time. Tuzun Liadi, eNEWS.
As our captivating journey through animation and art concludes, we invite you to stay tuned for more exciting episodes and inspiring stories. Join us next time on this incredible adventure.
I had the chance to sit down with local artist Pogboy, who's slowly making his mark on the local music scene. Here is the story. Welcome everyone. I'm here with...
My name's Aiden Luco, and I go under the stage name Pogboy.
Aiden Luco first entered the music scene 2 years ago when he released his first song called Space Beam, while also making his first music video just 5 months ago. What are some new things that you found challenging with the whole process of making a music video?
I think the biggest challenge with making a music video was just coordinating with people, scheduling, finding models, actors. Stuff like that is kind of a challenge right now. But besides that, it's all fun. Like, you know, writing the scripts, getting out there, shooting, planning it all, that stuff's fun. It's just the coordination is kind of tough, and maybe if you have an idea but you don't know how to make it work in real life, you kind of got to workshop that a bit. But besides that, not too many challenges.
Aiden is used to playing in front of crowds as he's a forward for Lethbridge College Kodak's men's soccer team. Also, just last summer, he performed at multiple locations, such as the Lunchbox concert series at the Lethbridge University in downtown Lethbridge at the Owl. What is the kind of nerves you get, or is there any at all, when you get on stage?
I mean, in regards of performing, not too nervous, at least yet, you know what I mean? But the biggest thing that I probably get nervous about is probably just like the technical aspect, you know, like making sure you sound good, your voice sounds good, because it's really different when you're on stage performing rather than watching in the audience, because you kind of don't really know unless you have perfect feedback. So getting the technical setup right with vocal effects, you know, feedback, all that is kind of like the biggest thing.
From making music to making music videos, Aiden Luco, or Pork Boy, has a lot on his plate, so stay tuned for more of his music. This has been Dakota Thunder Chief, eNEWS. You can find Aiden Luco's music on YouTube, Spotify, and SoundCloud under the name Pogboy.
Local Lethbridge rapper Riley McLeod is trying something new with singing instead of rapping in the latest song, Try.
Feeling better than I heard. Yeah, I was broken, I was open, something different. I was hoping I would grow. You called me saying different, feeling different. You were over it. Oh, now I'm losing my head. I can't forget the things you said. Oh, and
McLeod is always making new music and working his freestyle with his rap songs. We'll see when he comes out with a new song. So Dakota, who's your favorite local artist?
Well, you know what? That song, Try, I'd have to say that is in my new top 10. It really hits home for me.
Yeah.
And you know what?
It's actually
very well
good.
shot.
Yeah.
But what about the Wild Bill song?
Well, I love the Wild Bill, like the Love is Like a Cancer. That's like a funny music video as well. Like the lyrics were well written, very rhyming, like using of the athlete's food in a movie, and like in the music video. That's nice.
I heard one of the shots took 2 hours to shut up.
Yeah, I heard about that. 2 hours to take, like, I think they get home late with that, right?
I can imagine that.
How about the...
Well, folks, that's all the time we have for this segment of eNEWS. Thanks for watching. I'm Dakota Thunder Chief.
And I'm Janine Daraca. We'll see you next time.